Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Ones Tarot. My name's Carmen. Today we're going to have a reading for you about, I think, somebody kind of sweeping somebody off their feet, finding a way to express how they really feel, even though for a long time there's been some sort of assumption or feeling here that the two of you should not partner up. Like maybe there was a friend that had already dated you, vice versa, something like that, that makes it a little bit weird if you two end up together. So I think we have a little bit of maybe insecurity or shyness that has prevented this person from coming forward so far. But that taking a risk part of the nightlife card is what really stands out to me. So somebody's ready to speak up for what they want. Let's call in spirit. A little bit of wind chime time. I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. Happy Friday. Let's see. We're going to start with the Fairy Lenormand. We have the Clouds, indicating there's some sort of confusion here, perhaps trying to figure out how somebody feels after no contact. It does feel like there's been a bit of a separation here between the two of you, and somebody is working up the courage. Hi, Patricia. How are you doing? So this bear is often a symbol of like strength for me. I mean, for most people, right? But in particular, what I see with this card is somebody who is trying to figure out how to bolster up that courage to do something that they've been, I think, kind of putting off for a while because there is a little bit of doubt or like a question mark in terms of how you're going to respond to this information. Also of note, we have number 6 and number 1, 5. So add those together and you get 6. You may be seeing the number 6 a lot, or you may start to. Hi, Voodoo. How are you How are you doing? Yeah, I think so. We've got forbidden love here, so that makes it a good plot line, right? We have the woman. Ooh, and the coffin. What an interesting pairing. So this is such an interesting pairing because you've got such hope with the female here in terms of, I don't know, maybe it's just the wings, her confidence in how she's sitting, but she's looking right at this coffin, and there's a couple of fairies flying around. It's almost like she's asking, are you going to come back from the dead or what? And I don't think this is like an actual let's bring you back from the dead situation. I don't think I'm reading for somebody who's lost somebody, but I do think this is like a ghosting situation, a no contact situation where a divine feminine is like, are you really going to just like stay over there and do nothing? So for the bear to be kind of the original clarifier here, it's like somebody's been stubborn and they're having to find the courage to transform or do something a little bit outside of their comfort zone. We're going to continue with the Tattoo Tarot. Oh, I love this one. You guys check it out. There's 2 heads on this horse. And so quite often when I see this card, I feel that there's a little bit of a question mark in terms of direction. So the Knight of Swords is all about action, and it's fast moving action. I think it's actually the fastest moving action after the Chariot. And the fact that we have horses looking in 2 different directions here, I feel like there's almost like a sense of like a game day decision. Someone doesn't really know if it's going to be like if they're going to be up to the task, right? They're kind of a little hesitant. Hi, just me. I hope you're doing well. You can ask a question in terms of how the channel works. If you're talking about like a personal question, I can do personal readings. You can email me at wickedwandstarot@gmail.com. Otherwise, there's like 830 videos, so you should be able to find something. We've got the Hierophant coming out kind of sideways. So I feel like there's, for this King of Wands that I didn't show you, there's some sense here of having a change to your process, maybe wanting to do something a little bit outside of the box or take a stand on something. This King of Wands is a great addition to the bear because it indicates somebody is ready to fight for what they want or take a risk, right? And this Hierophant could also suggest that somebody had previously been a little bit wishy-washy or, unwilling to dive into a relationship. And now they're changing their course, they're changing their mind. This is somebody realizing that what they ran away from is really what they wanted all along. We have Three of Cups in the reverse and the Lovers. The Lovers, by the way, is number 6, so there's another 6 here for you. With the Three of Cups in the reverse, I feel like this is kind of a heads up that you may have a decision approaching. But if you are choosing between a King of Wands that in the past you feel may have been maybe a bit of a two-timer or a player, I think this Three of Cups in the reverse is to tell you that this person has changed their spots a little bit here. Like leopards don't change their spots kind of thing. This is somebody who maybe you didn't expect to pursue that spiritual journey or that growth the way that you were. And I think in your absence, they have been called to do so. So you may encounter someone who's a little bit different from the person you saw the last time. It feels like there's been a bit of ego death here. Somebody is going to, it's like this yellow and orange snake. It kind of makes me feel like somebody has to deal with the consequences of the old them, how they acted, and like basically demonstrate to you, I've actually changed. And let me show you. Please let me prove it to you. So they have to fight the demons of their own mistakes, right? This is the Egyptian Tarot. We have the Knave of Chalices, which would be like the Page of Cups. I think someone wants to apologize or have a conversation about why they couldn't have been honest with you earlier on or why they didn't tell you how they truly felt. It comes across as somebody being a bit indecisive, but primarily because they knew that if they were to pursue you, they were going to have to be the best version of themselves. They knew you were a little bit too perceptive to be playing games, right? Six of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands in the reverse. So I think at a certain point, things went south between you because you basically said, hey, I'm not asking for a lot here, but I do expect that this is an equal give and take. There's a need for you to communicate. There's a need for you to invest what I'm investing. Like, don't ask me to be starting everything, right? And I think that person was terrified of being in a committed relationship or a serious spiritual connection, and they dipped. They made up some argument, they made up some excuse, they maybe told you too much was going on at work, but there was an end in communication here. An argument that basically made it so that you didn't really want to hear from this person. And with the Two of Wands clarified with the Seven of Wands in the reverse, this is because it wasn't the right time. What happened really was more of like an invitation for this person to grow up. Hey, do you want to be with me? Then maybe you should try to be, I shouldn't say it that way. You should try to be your best self, okay? Like, you have a lot of admiration or respect for me because I've worked on myself. I expect you to do the same. Like There was a connection, but one that would have been difficult to sustain because it would have been imbalanced. One person would have had to really step up their game, and I don't think it would have been really possible. They had to experience your absence, experience some heartbreak. This person has, I think, many thoughts about whether or not they've completely lost you. I agree with you, Voodoo. What's up, Brianna? How are you doing? All right, let's see. We've got Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, the Moon in the reverse, and the Ace of Wands in the reverse. Not a lot of positivity here, you guys. It's looking to me like somebody felt like they needed to stay in a situation because of money. Either they felt like they needed to save more money before they could be in a relationship, or they were hiding a relationship with somebody. And with the Ace of Wands in the reverse, there was a failure to launch or a difficulty in terms of finding a way to actually make it work between the two of you. But I don't think that means they didn't want it. They just, it's like you frustrated them, like, "You weren't supposed to make me want you that way, and now I have to figure out my life." Like, "Screw you, I'm going home." So, let's continue. Mm, we'll continue with the Morgan Greer. How's it going? ASA? Man, that's a dangerous name. I might have accidentally sworn. Wow, you guys. So we have the Knight of Swords already here in the upright, and then we have the Ace of Swords in the reverse right here. And now we have both of those cards again, except for the Ace of Swords is in the upright. Somebody who fled and ran away like a little bit of a scaredy cat because they didn't want to tell you the truth is now taking that same kind of forward energy or that urgency, and they're applying it to wanting to have that truthful conversation with you. Well, Voodoo, how could you do such a thing? Probably because people give themselves away. Five of Wands. Five of Swords in the reverse. Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, you argued all right. This person wants to make amends because they feel like the reason you argued wasn't really because there was a problem between the two of you, but because there was a problem between the King of Wands and other people or someone else specifically. There may have been somebody that was talking crap about you behind your back, trying to convince this person that you weren't worth the trouble. But now I see somebody who wants to figure out how to apologize to you. And with the Knight of Pentacles, they're trying to take the right approach. In other words, they want to come correct. But they have been a little bit delayed or a little bit of a procrastinator. We have Temperance, Seven of Cups, and the Eight of Wands in the reverse again. This person is a little bit unsure that you would respond to them if they reached out to you by phone or text message. Hi there, Trinity, welcome. And they've seen evidence either because they, have access to your social media, or maybe they've run into you in person. Maybe they've just heard about it from other people, but they know that you have found a way to get some really great stability in your life, and that you didn't, sit around and like mope because this person didn't tell you the truth. This is attractive and at the same time repelling because this person doesn't, or repellent, and repellent. There's just some concern here that you're a little too good at healing from situations like this, right? Oh, how did that go? Feel free to share with asterisks your favorite curse word. That would be a fun game, right? All right. So, Seven of Cups, they know you have options. They know there are other people that admire you. And they know that they have kind of a steep mountain to climb here because they have to convince you that where they were not previously loyal or kind to you, that they would like the opportunity to be able to do that now. So this could mean because they don't know whether or not you have somebody already, because they're not in communication with you, there's, I think, kind of a delay in communication or having an actual effort made here because it's almost like, do I risk not getting a message back and just do, like a text message or a DM, or do I do the, go big or go home kind of thing and like literally show up in person so that I can see the reaction and then go from there, that kind of thing. You're funny. All right. We're going to continue with, mm, we'll go with the Meta Muse. Page of Swords or Princess of Swords. There's a lot of air energy. You could be dealing with somebody that has Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra in their chart. And then we have the Nine of Cups. This is somebody watching you get everything that you want. Oh, Lord. So I get the sense that at one point when you were interacting with this person, you shared a dream or a goal that maybe seemed a little bit outrageous. Oh, thank you, sweetie. You're so kind. Oh, that's even perfect or more perfect. My name isn't very common, so that makes it kind of difficult, but I love it. I didn't used to. I used to tell people to call me Carly. That was like when I was 7. Page of Swords. Somebody is watching you. You see how this girl is staring at the smoke signals? It's like, how am I supposed to make sense out of the smoke signals? I don't have all of the information. Like maybe they just get a little trickle of information about you, a very guarded social media account, for example. Maybe you don't post a lot of pictures. That's too funny to me. Yeah, you're definitely supposed to be a part of this soul tribe then. And with the Nine of Cups, you're just sitting here all like pleased as punch. Like you're not a crybaby. You're not like, freaking out over whether or not somebody is going to call you because you find happiness on your own. You've dedicated time or energy or both into whatever it is that you shared was your goal and you've made progress. So this is somebody seeing you being accomplished or happy or whole on your own, right? And this proved to them that whatever lie was told to this King of Wands about you wasn't true. They saw the true character when they were watching you. And it helped them see the error of their ways, but also, I think, kind of like fall a little bit in love with you or see the true character, right? Oh, I'm so glad you do. Yeah, we got to move beyond that kind of stuff, right? They don't deserve that kind of power. So we have the Nine of Wands in the reverse and the Emperor along with the Fool in the reverse. And this is basically being willing to throw in the towel or walk away from something if it doesn't seem like defending it is the right move. So I think there was a situation here where you got into an argument that seemed like it was a little bit unfair or like somebody was trying to make you out to be the villain. And you just kind of bossed up and you're like, okay, that's cool. If you don't want to treat me with respect, I can excuse myself. But just so you know, blah, blah, blah. And you said something about their character or how they treated you or what the expectation was, right? Like when I first met you, I thought blah, blah, blah. And it made you look even more I'm going to say divine because you handled it very, like, from an elegant point of view, not like trying to cut somebody down, but it came across as genuine. You were really trying to inform this person, hey, I thought this about you, and now you're treating me like this. It's changed my opinion of you. I thought you were this person. And now this person has realized with the Fool in the reverse that there have been kind of like details that make your words seem very sage, very wise, and what they did to you pretty foolish. They may have actually had some sort of missed opportunity or loss. They may have moved into a relationship or stayed in a relationship that was toxic and just kind of like thought about you the whole time. But there's a sense here that they need to correct their behavior or at least apologize. There may even be a little bit of a reckless energy here with the Knight of Swords in the reverse. There may be people telling them that what they're planning or what they want to do is a little off the wall. Hi there, Ivan. How are you doing? Oh, you're so welcome. Yeah, we all need a little bit of that, right? That's so cool. I want to meet a Carmen that reminds me of myself. So we have the Six of Swords and the Four of Wands in the reverse. So this person is concerned, this King of Wands is concerned that their status with you has been downgraded, that at one point you thought highly of them and now you don't. And the Six of Swords, I think, is coming out to say, basically, I may have messed up in the past, but I've also been working on myself. I've seen you get what you want or work on the things that you want and find some stability. You may have actually inspired this person to do that same thing, right? Wow, we have the Eight of Wands in the reverse again. That's 3 times. Every time I've had a tarot deck, it's come out. So you guys, this person is planning to make an offer of love to you, and I think it's going to be in person because this person is definitely nervous you would not respond if they called or texted you, or that it would be too difficult for them to actually be able to convey how they're feeling. Hi there, Miss Joanna. How are you doing? The Lovers again. I think the Lovers is the reason number 6 is so important here. There was a choice in the past, somebody has regretted how they chose, and now they're basically faced with the same decision, but it's like they have to, instead of choosing between 2 people, it's more so they have to choose between doing the brave thing or doing the, you know what I'm gonna say, right? What I wanna say. All right, so a missed opportunity is coming around again. Somebody has a second chance. And if they want to take it, they have to be in this emperor energy like you were when you cut ties or when you said, no, 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 no. It's cool because if you're going to act like that, I didn't want it anyways, right? Three of Pentacles, where they didn't want to collaborate before, they do now. King of Wands in the reverse. You know, this is kind of giving vibes of a friend you have in common that is jealous. There could be a sense that this person is rushing in to tell you the truth because they found out that they were lied to. I think about maybe 2 weeks ago, or maybe even like a week ago, I did a reading or two where basically there were 2 people that were in love or 2 people that wanted to shoot their shot with the same person, and one sabotaged the other by lying or gossiping, right? So the question being, hi there, Lucy. How are you doing? Oh, well, you should probably plan that, Buddha. It's good to be like prepared for such things. I think this person tried to bully your person into leaving you alone because they wanted you. Interesting. Eight of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles. This person's ready to put in the work. They know that they have to demonstrate that they've changed instead of just say that they've changed. And I think one of the first things they feel like they have to do is figure out how to express their feelings in a way that comes across as authentic and not just like manipulative, right? Like if they just came waltzing in and they're like, hey, I know you're mad at me, but guess what? I'm in love with you. You're probably going to be like, okay, loser. They're trying to figure out the right way to apologize, explain the situation without giving too much detail, and then make clear that you actually helped them change their life. And for this, they're grateful and they admire you. But, like, how do I say all of this? Hi, Carol. How are you doing? You just like to be incognito, right? I'm going to change my handle to Ms. Steve. Welcome. I hope you're having a good day. We've got somebody here who knows they have to play their cards exceptionally well because they only have one shot. They only have one attempt here, right? All right, let's continue with. These are the untold messages of the heart. Hey, you guys, can you read that for me? I'm not really sure what that says. It says, I love you. This person loves you. They may have been a little bit upset to admit this to themselves because I think they kind of prided themselves on being able to be a little bit disconnected, but they love you. I made the wrong turn, and honestly, the grass wasn't greener over there. Yeah, this person likely chose someone else over you or decided they wanted to have some sort of player lifestyle, no commitment, right? And then it became more and more difficult for this person to not think about you or not compare people to you. No. This is their fear. It's right next to the Four of Wands in the reverse and the Eight of Wands in the reverse. They think you will reject them. They're trying to find a way to prove to you that they are more awesome than they used to be. I have so much going on in my life, and I'm struggling to juggle it all at once. I will be writing you a message. This person knows that no contact has not served them well, at least not after a certain point, right? Hi, Dino. Welcome. And as a result, I think they've kind of let go of the idea that they have to have this like perfect life before they can come back around and make a love offer to you. But they do know that they have to come across as genuine and honest. So it could be that they find it easier to literally show up on your doorstep and then give you a handwritten letter. Like, this is how I feel. And I'll explain it if you want, but will you at least read it? Can I come in? You know? I'm ready to take a leap of faith and risk it all for you. Well, that's just perfect, you guys, because how well does that align with this card? Well, let me just zoom in for you there. Take a risk. No, Trinity, I think that's more this one where you're flexing the bling. And you're like, I don't have time for your bullshit. So, yeah, there's definitely some insecurity or some fear because, again, they don't know what you're going to say, but they've also decided the only way I can really figure out how you're going to respond is if I actually say something. So, I lose you if I don't say something. I might as well, make an effort. All right, let's go with the Kipper. False person. So this King of Wands likely found out that they had chosen someone that was not who they said they were. And especially if you come across super authentic, this was laid like super bare in front of them as a serious contrast between the two of you. You did authenticity quite well, and this person turned out to be fake. So they realized that a relationship with you would have been much less frustrating or claustrophobic than this other person. So they had to find a way to free themselves. And I think that makes this woman and coffin much more meaningful. This is basically a feminine energy inspiring somebody to make changes in their life to become a better person. Because coffins equal endings, and endings equal opportunities for us to, do the whole phoenix thing, right? Come back from the ashes. It would indeed, Voodoo. Well, just make sure you always have a glass of water in hand so you can throw it in someone's face if they get a little bit too startling for you. All right, we have courtship. Oops, I want that there. This person thinks about being in a relationship with you, but it does feel like for the majority of you, there is something that got pretty drastic or difficult between the two, like the King of Wands and whoever they got tangled up with. There may be like a restraining order. For some of you, there's a divorce or a child custody situation. For others of you, there's a need to sell property, and that had to be dealt with before this person could come forward to you. Aw, thank you. But if you refresh HR, it says 11 likes, so we're a little bit better off. Still, I appreciate it. Ooh, we have the coffin coming out again. You may want to check out my reading from earlier today. There may be some messages that resonate in there for you as well. It has the coffin emoji in the title. I'm trying to remember. I think it was the Queen one. So another one bites the dust. Such a good song. Joanna, I'm so glad that it's one of your favorites. All right. Family room in the reverse, unexpected income in the reverse. This person is willing to take a hit financially if it means that you are able to be in their life. So they could be going through a divorce where they're, just whatever she needs, as long as I can move on my merry way. Or there could be like family consequences. Maybe there are too many differences between the two of you for the family members to accept you two being together. So there could be some sort of living situation or financial provision that they have to go without if they were with you. Interesting, interesting. All right, let's get some more detail with the miniature Rider-Waite. Tell me more about the mountain, please. Page of Swords, Four of Pentacles. This person's like bummed that you don't share more information on social media because they want to know more about what's going on in your life. I think particularly they want to know if you're single. Goodness gracious, what a great name. Love you right back. You guys make my day. Especially, I don't know if you guys saw my post earlier today. The analytics for YouTube showed me that there was like a 74% increase in views or something like that. And that's all you guys. So I really appreciate it. Thank you. But we've got the Three of Swords indicating that somebody has been dealing with a little bit of heartbreak. There may have been an assumption that the King of Wands would have been just fine, but there was like an unexpected void or difficulty in not having you around. It feels to me like this person was thinking about you, you know, when you like come across a, I don't know, a meme or a funny story and it seems perfect for you to tell one particular person and then you don't talk to that person anymore. And it's like, damn it, that like fits so perfectly with their inside joke, or, you know, that is so them, whatever it is. This person would routinely come upon like situations that made them think of you and they want to talk to you and then they wouldn't be able to. That kind of thinking about you, right? So we have Eight of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles in the reverse, Knight of Cups in the reverse. They have tried to distract themselves with work, and I think they've done, you know, maybe pretty well, maybe been able to even get like a promotion or something, but it's to the point where they're trying to not have to think about what went wrong here or what you might be up to. With the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse, there's also a sense that whatever love offer they did end up making was not necessarily a good choice. And it's left them feeling moody and disgruntled. Such a good word, isn't it? Hi, Ashley. How are you doing? Happy Friday. Lucy, I don't fault you. Social media is, you know, you gotta have it in like small doses. All right, tell me more about the Ace of Swords in the reverse, please. I think I said this in it may have been the Capricorn reading, but privacy is a hot commodity. We're living in an age where they have, you know, video cameras all over, you know, downtown areas. They can track your internet use. Yeah, that's right. They know what you do. And so we got to take our privacy wherever we can find it, right? I encourage you to really think about what you share on social media and with whom. You may have already heard me say one of my favorite things to do is like delete. I don't know. Why do you need to know what's going on in my life? Delete. You know? Oh, I'm sorry, Voodoo. But hey, at least it was just the one. Sorry. Lovers. Somebody did not tell the truth, or they did not pick what they wanted to pick when they had this choice in the past. So there seems to be some sort of frustration or anger with themselves, how they acted in the past. Then we have the Tower. So because this person wasn't willing to end whatever part of them was holding them back, whether it was just a lifestyle or a relationship, maybe even just like gossip from a friend, jealousy from a friend, they realize now that they didn't really avoid anything. They just made more difficulty or grief for themselves by not telling the truth. And now they've lost what they didn't think they would have to lose. And they're feeling like they're approaching this situation with kind of like almost submission, like, I'm sorry, I know I did wrong, right? Like if you've ever seen dogs that don't know each other approach each other, inevitably one of them is going to be like, okay, I get it. You're bigger than me. Okay. Just, yeah. Can we be friends? You know? Ooh, are we talking about like the one where Anne Boleyn died? Voodoo, at least get the like really nice guillotine, okay? Make sure it's It's quick. Just kidding. We have justice. So this person needed to learn this lesson so that they could appreciate and value the kind of love that you have to offer. This person wasn't ready in the past. That's why the timing was off, right? Seven of Wands in the reverse. So now that they've had a taste of you and then had to go without you for weeks, months, maybe even years, now it's like, oh God, I can't believe I messed up that bad. Now I'm gonna have to like come back and like apologize. Oh God, I can't let this happen again. I gotta be really, really good. So it's like they're gonna maybe even make you feel like a little uncomfortable with how nice they are to you. You're gonna be like, what? Okay. But if it feels genuine, don't be a jerk about it, right? If someone literally learned their lesson and they want to be good to you, you don't want to like spit in their face. Now, voodoo, if this is somebody could never come back from, the depths of hell and actually have a soul, then, slam that door. You got to do you, right? We have the High Priestess in the reverse. This tells me that there was some level of surprise. Yeah, exactly. There was it's like they kept waiting for them to feel better about the situation. This Three of Wands is them like, wait, where's my heartlessness? Where's my ability to forget people? And with the High Priestess in the reverse, with it, it's like they didn't predict or they didn't see it coming that they would fall for you or that they would miss you as much as they did. So, what did you do to them? Oh, I don't know how to take that, Voodoo. All right, tell me more about Temperance, please. Queen of Wands. Ooh, you looking good. Nine of Wands, Two of Wands. That's a lot of fire energy there. So, especially since we're clarifying Temperance, there is a pretty strong chance we're talking about somebody that has Sagittarius featured prominently in their chart. But really, what I see is a badass, right? The Queen of Wands, this is a warrior queen. This is somebody who has won battles and is also like looking good, right? This is somebody who draws in the opportunities that they want. They definitely get attention. But with the Nine of Wands here, I feel like there's almost like you defended what you needed to. You stuck to your guns. You had boundaries in place and you didn't budge on those. But I think this King of Wands has also realized that if they want another chance with you, they have to take a different approach. They can't do what they did the last time, right? In other words, they have to come across as genuine. They have to come across as honest. Tell me about the Emperor, please. I just saw the Fool in the upright, and this one's in the reverse. So it feels like somebody has learned a lesson or self-reflected in terms of how they handle the situation. And they want, again, a different path, a new beginning. Yeah. They have a changed perspective. I mean, hanging upside down will do that for you. Oh, you look so different. I can see all of your chins now. Seven of Wands. Does that mean it's the right time? Does that mean somebody has actually healed? This could also mean that somebody is protected or that somebody is like wanting to protect you. All right, well, for some of you, this person, this King of Wands, would like to protect you from their ex because if they have ended a relationship and this person knows about you, there's a chance that they have some, petty Betty stuff on their mind. Tell me about the family room in the reverse, please. Five of Swords. Four of Swords, Nine of Swords in the reverse, and Star. Someone feels like they were betrayed. I think there were two people involved in making this King of Wands regret the direction he chose. So he had to take a little bit of time to himself and heal from this. But he does feel like he's found some assistance or some inspiration to move forward and let go of this anxiety. But with the Star in the reverse, I think there is a little bit of a concern here in terms of, I think this person just needs like a shot of hope, like this is definitely like wounded warrior vibe where somebody has been fighting the good fight for a long time, dealing with this, dealing with that, dealing with this, dealing with that. And they're ready for a break. They're ready for some good news. And they're hoping that you'll give them that good news. Oh, right here? You're allowed to creep. This is stuff I put on YouTube, This is Stewie. Stew guy. Stew butt. He passed away about a little over a month ago. So he was my best bud. I miss him, but I do still have Hambone. He's adorable. I'm probably going to go hang out with him shortly. But yeah, I love cats. Ooh, Voodoo, it sounds like you need a new love. Hey, thank you, HR. I appreciate that. Yeah, no, he's not feeling pain now, so I appreciate that, but I miss my little stew guy. All right, let's grab a few from the Angel Romance. And then I'm going to go hang out with Hambone and maybe eat some popcorn. That sounds tasty. Also drink out of that Dr. Pepper that's been staring at me over there. Oh, dang. You guys, look what you got coming your way. So for some of you, this is not your person, right? For others of you, this is your person. You have to use your own intuition and discernment, but I believe in you. You could also ask for a personal reading, but I believe in you. There is somebody that you instantly click with, and it is either this person or a new person, depending on whether or not they've healed. If they haven't done the shadow work, they don't get to be with you. End of, right? That's just how it is. But the person you are meant to be with is somebody that makes you feel understood in a way that you haven't before, or very, very quickly, right? You're so welcome, HR. Healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. This feels more like the King of Wands energy. I think we all have our own issues, right? So you'll have to place that energy as it fits. But as somebody can work with the problems they had as a child, they're able to then actually enjoy love, actually give of themselves. And they do very soon. So it looks like you don't have to wait too long. Yay! All right, you guys, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you tomorrow on my first reading, probably pretty early. For those of you who want a little bit more consistency, I'm trying, but tomorrow morning I'll probably be on before 9 a.m., maybe even before 8 a.m. Central. So hope to see you there. Otherwise, have a good night. Bye, guys.